but it'll do.
I can kind of read the kanji. Dante, big American man. In
You know that's
He said
recorded,
he was
right?
gonna go eat or something. So do you want to start without him?
Welcome to the
Oh,
TCP
I
bloopers.
really like that one too.
Oh, you seen this, Dom?
Yeah, I really like that one. Yeah.
we're live, assholes.
That's for the.
Hello,
for the
everyone.
biggest
We're
one,
busy
but-
with the box art already.
Yes, we just started. Alright, so greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Let's Reminisce podcast about the top 5 favorite video game box arts. We have a plethora of guests here, and I'd like to introduce them all. So first, I would like to have Mr. Drillbit. Introduce yourself, good sir.
Yo, how's everyone doing today?
Next, we have Captain Chaos.
What's going on, guys? Glad to be back yet again.
Next, we have Mr. Brandon Williams.
For that booty.
Oh, okay. Next, we have Devil Hunter James.
How's it going, guys?
Next, we have Bio Devil Dom.
Hey, how's it going?
And next, we have Mr. Reapers.
Hey, fuck, shut up.
You done, Reapers?
Yep,
well,
he's
yeah,
done.
I got interrupted, so fuck.
Alright. So, we're gonna get into these box arts. So, who wants to go first?
Pretty
I
good.
have to find mine, so go on.
I'm
I have to-
ready.
Yeah, I have to find a little bit more.
I had mine up because
Okay.
I'm prepared, not like you.
Nobody was prepared.
Well, I actually have mine prepared.
Go ahead,
go
Drillbit.
ahead.
Alright.
Alright. Well, I guess for my favorite ones, I'll start at number 5. I'll start with the Eco European and Japanese cover. Apparently, the creator of Eco is actually inspired by early European art, which is why I like it. It's pretty simple for the most part, and it's way better than what we got in the U.S. Has anyone ever seen like the U.S. cover of Eco?
The US cover.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons why it sold so low in the U.S. because it's pretty terrible. Well, might as
It
well
just
put it
has
here
the
for
main
reference.
character like gripping a piece of wood, and then that the woman you're escorting in the background like looking at him or something.
Yeah, Yorda.
Really strange.
I get my food, and now you people start.
Yep.
I had work.
Well,
Okay. Well, for another one, this is really recent, but I actually like the HD version of Legend of Zelda: The Twilight Princess, mainly because it shows all of the characters on screen, and and I think it's actually new art that was made for the game, so it looks really nice in my opinion. I honestly prefer it to the GameCube's one.
I kind of like the GameCube one a little bit more. Just a little bit.
Well, yeah, the GameCube one's pretty simple, but I like that one a lot too. I guess you can say this one just kind of brings it out a bit more.
Alright.
Is that it? That's your top 5?
No, I have my other ones.
Okay. Continue.
But probably another one. Actually, another one I really like is it's probably Dead Rising's original cover on Xbox 360. Mainly because it pretty much does set the tone of the game, which is you against thousands of zombies again in the mall, and obviously with Frank hitting a zombie with a TV, which is supposed to show, the whole having to use everything in the mall. And what's funny is that on the cover they actually had to explain that it didn't rip off Dawn of the Dead, because apparently there's some controversy about that.
Yeah, because of the mall setting.
Yeah, but for what it is, I'm pretty sure Capcom did have some inspiration from the Romero films.
Probably.
Though it is probably very minimal since they're both two completely different things.
Gotta take inspiration from somewhere, though.
Yeah. I mean, everything has some source of of inspiration. Also, this one's probably a joke, but I kind of unironically like the Mega Man NES box cover, mainly because it's so
Aw.
terrible.
Oh.
Who is this jobber?
I don't know. Like, I seriously don't know who thought this would have been a good idea to put out in the West, because it looks nothing like Mega Man and he has a freaking gun.
I think there's a story behind it, but I have to look into that.
Bad box art Mega Man. Oh, Jesus.
Didn't they put
I'll
him
look it
in
up.
like Tekken and Street Fighter, or whatever that game was?
Yeah,
Tekken X Street Fighter.
Cross Street Fighter.
Piece of shit. Why?
I don't know. I guess Capcom thought they were trying to be funny, but Mega Man's been so ignored for so many years that people just took it as an insult.
What about your last one, Drill Bit?
Huh. Oh yeah, this one I was saving for last. But this one's my all-time favorite one, which is Castlevania 4's box art.
That looks hype.
Yeah. Like, what isn't hype about it? It shows you see Simon fighting against a Gorgon, and there's a skeleton and a Medusa head, and you get to see the castle in the background, which is really cool. It's actually far better than what the Japanese box art looked like.
Really?
And yeah. This is actually probably the only reason I ever even touched Castlevania 4 was because of the box art. And I think that's probably the best thing about box art is that if it can draw you in with that alone, then that's a good start.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so I found the story for that box art Mega Man.
Well, we got to get to our next pick for box art. So who wants to go next?
I could go if no one else wants to.
Go ahead.
All right, so first, number one, we going off Drillbit's choice of bad box art Mega Man. We have Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Now, see, I know the game was not well received, but honestly, the fact that we have Ryu facing Jin and Chun-Li facing Nina really is a good piece of art. I more like the special edition art though, which is
It's
the two of them.
Kazuya, not Jin.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Yeah. The second one is Mega Man X Collection intro box cover. Just X charging his Buster, Zero with a saber, Sigma, and then Alia. It just looks badass. Of course, the close second is Command Mission, because that was pretty cool. Third, I know I'm going to get a lot of slack for this, Sonic and the Black Knight. I hated the game, don't worry, but a few things it did right. Amazing final boss, amazing music. And I'll admit the battle against King Arthur was pretty awesome. And the first rounds against Lancelot, Percival, and Knuckles. Now, fourth, Crash Bandicoot Warped. Now, this one is the first Crash Bandicoot game I actually played, so this one's nostalgic for me.
I like that one too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, it takes what 2 did well and just completes it. It's like it's bad to say it's like beta. It's like Alpha 2, but to me that's kind of what it is. It's just same gameplay, but just a lot of stuff added. And number one in my all-time favorite PSX game, Spyro Year of the Dragon. This is just my favorite because I have a man crush on this game. I will admit I man crush that game.
I have a childhood crush on this game, so
That was one of my favorite. That's probably my favorite Spyro game.
Yeah, yes, it is. I had a cake, sheet cake for that box art too, when I was a kid.
Lucky bastard.
Honorable mentions. I'll go with Sonic Unleashed because that box art was pretty cool, and Sonic and the Secret Rings.
All right, so let me see. Who wants to go next?
I'll do it.
Go ahead, James.
All right. I think Brandon will love this one. I mentioned it before, but Infamous's Japanese cover looks way better than the Western version. Gives you an idea of the evil side, because you don't... I think in the American version, what is it? It's just cold,
It's
but
a
it's white
Neutral
lightning.
color.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's neutral. I don't like that. I think
Yes.
it's cooler to show one of the other sides, and
I actually
that looks more
prefer
appealing.
that. I actually prefer the neutral color personally. So it
I
makes sense in a way.
I like Japanese. I like the Japanese one. That is badass.
It looks
Yeah,
a
you
lot
see that.
more interest. I like the color for it, like how it's a very dark setting because you're evil, so they kind of went along with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
Let me see. What else was I gonna pick? I think most of you have seen this cover, but you'll probably dig it. Hold up, because my computer wants to take 8 years.
All right, let's see if we'll dig it.
There we go. Fucking God Hand.
No.
How can
I
you
don't-
not like God Hand's box art?
I don't
Oh,
like it. It's
Okay,
just
so
like-
hold on.
Weird shit.
Isn't there variants like one with the fist like going through the face?
That's the one I tried to find, but I wasn't sure if that was an official one or not.
Oh, okay. I think so.
I would have picked that one right off the bat.
I've never played God Hand. I'm kind of a bit curious on it. If it's on sale for this week for the
It
PSN,
is.
No,
It is.
I mean after tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So I
Uh,
don't have. Yeah.
Tomorrow
Well-
would be the last day.
Well, personally, in my opinion, I think the Japanese cover probably looks a lot better.
Thanks, phone. It's not. That looks cool.
Looks alright.
Yeah, like I
Though
think
I
that
do like
draws
the
you
one
in
with
a
the
lot
fist through the
more.
mouth.
Like
I
I think
think-
that draws you in a lot more with the fist charging compared to the other one, which I don't know what's going on in there. Is it like on the side of his face, or is it going through his neck?
I think I don't know if this was the official one they were going to do, but this looks way better.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, holy shit.
That looks
Yeah,
Photoshop.
that might have been too graphic.
Yeah.
Man, it's
too
God Hand.
graphic.
Well,
At least I like the cover
actually,
because it gets to the point. You know what you're getting
God
into.
Hand's not
You're beating the
graphic,
shit out of
actually.
people.
I mean,
exactly
you
what
can
it
kind of
shows.
tell that they made that a shadow. Like they made the face darker, but it's clearly going on the other side of the face, not going through their mouth.
I guess they tried to, I don't know.
They try to make
Make
it look like
shocking
it was
image.
actually going through his mouth.
Let me see. I had this before. I kind of threw out a bunch of my ideas before we started this, so yeah, why not? I'll use Tamba too. If you've seen that's the Japanese version, which I think it looks a lot better. I actually didn't notice the background was never that high res, so I think they re-resed it. Like if you play on the main menu, it does not look that nice at all. And it kind of just shows all the enemies off right off the bat, so I thought it looked better. And wait, Ren, did you buy this game yet?
I think I did actually. I had the first. No, I don't know if I had the first
This is
and
the
second.
second one.
Yeah, the second one I have.
Good.
Yeah,
Don't-
Kirby knows.
Yeah. This one was actually the first one of the two I played. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I know nothing of the series, so I had to reserve judgment.
Let's see, I think I'm up to my fourth now.
Yep.
Oh, this is an easy one. Alright, time to go to Naughty Dog. Fucking Jack 3. The American version looks pretty good to me. Especially if you play Jack 2 and you see the intro to this game and you kind of know where everything's going at this point. Shit's really gone bad in the universe by
Yeah.
the third game.
I never played Jack.
You really
I'll-
should. They are great
No,
games.
I've only played
Yeah,
First
like,
Legacy.
Like the only issue I had was that I find it kind of jarring that the first game is so is so colorful and peaceful, and then it goes completely the opposite direction with the later games.
Apparently, the reason was because Grand Theft Auto was very popular at the time, so they kind of wanted to mimic it, and it did work out for the best, in my opinion. They still made a great platforming game. It just has gunplay in it.
And a lot of missions are really bullshitly hard. You cannot laugh. You will agree. Look at the fact that the second medallion piece, just having to fight through all those waves of enemies without any health items, is really annoying.
There's one more I was looking for. I think, yeah. Medieval PS1. That's what I was looking for.
Nope, checking live on stream.
Think this is one of the box arts that was an alternate, but they didn't end up using it, but I still like it. Oh, there you go.
That looks hype.
Yeah, it was apparently not used as a box art in the end, even though it's supposed to be. But I really like it. It looks fucking hype as shit.
Yes,
I don't know what else to say about it. It looks way more hype.
Yeah, Medieval 1 is awesome. 2,
Yeah, it's pretty much how I'd put it.
PSP remake is pretty
Alright, so I guess I'm going to go next.
Go for
So my first one is the Silent Hill 3 box art from the EU. I like how this looks. It looks washed out, distressed.
I didn't see that one.
The Other World.
Yeah, this looks pretty fucking good. I love how it's just all dark and mysterious, and you know what you're.
I like that one better because it seems like every Silent Hill box art we got for the US have just been like really kind of disappointing for the most part, except for Silent Hill 2 and maybe like The Room.
Either the person's face is on the cover or something like that, but this one makes more sense with the fact that the effects really makes it look very creepy.
I think I saw another box art cover art for Silent Hill 3. I don't know if it was the Japanese version, but it had like this red filter, so it was like how it looks whenever you're in the
For comparison,
Otherworld sections.
Mm-hmm.
that is the US version, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of generic to be honest, but I'm gonna move on to number 2. So that is the Last of Us Remastered, black and white. I think it looks better than the original one on the PS3, which was just, I mean.
Can you show the original?
I can
yes,
work on that.
Yeah, someone needs to do that because I don't have it, but it looks better. I just like how it looks, all black and white.
I would actually argue that the PS3 one was better because it showed off more.
Yeah,
it showed off more of the city, but this one is more minimal. That's why I like it.
Yeah, though personally I liked it better when it showed the ruined city in the background, because this is supposed to be a post-apocalyptic game, and I didn't like that small touch.
Yeah. I'm just a sucker for minimal art, but next we have Max Payne 1, which is sort of the same, except it's this police backdrop. There are some covers that have like the Nothing to Lose. Yeah, the Nothing to Lose sort of yellow tape on the cover, which I thought was pretty cool. It's setting up for the whole police fugitive aspect of the game. Next up, we're gonna go to number 4. Let me see here. Fact check really quickly. Yes. We have Resident Evil 4's North American box art for the PS2. This I like it over the GameCube for several reasons. Maybe because, like, for starters, blue is my favorite color, and I like the fact that Leon's with a gun. He's about to fuck some shit up. Brian's in the background just saying, "Hey nigga, I'm gonna get Ashley's ass."
Curious question. I don't mean to interrupt while you're discussing why you like the cover, but did you know that the steel case for the PS2 version is actually just the same thing, but it has like part of the village inside of it?
No, I didn't know that actually. Like,
yeah, I actually have one. Mine's is kind of dirty. I'm like afraid like to clean it because I don't want to like mess up the art on the steel case, but the one thing that I really liked about it is that it came with like a the making of RE4 DVD, and then it also came with like a cell with like a character on it. And I have one that's actually still sealed, which is really nice. But other than that, there was also the PS4 cover, which I'm sure you've already seen, and I'm sure James could.
Yeah, the Wii edition. Isn't that like adapted from the Wii edition cover for the PS4? Like the same?
I am not sure. And you know it's weird because Capcom for RE6 and RE5's PS4 ports they pulled from the Japanese versions of the games, whereas RE4 they didn't do that, which was kind of weird because I'm trying to find the Japanese PS2.
Dom, are you referring to this steelbook for it?
Yes, I have that one.
That actually makes the colors pop a little bit more. I really like that. And the black that contrasts down on the front of the cover to the colors that come out with the blue, I just like it overall. I think it's better than the GameCube version.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because I think the GameCube version was just a steel box, right? And then you just put the game case in there, right?
And look as well, because it was like red and purple, and I was like, eh. But I think this one looked way better.
Blue?
Yeah, the blue.
Generic.
Shut up. Well, my last cover here is True Crime, Streets of LA. I like the black and white on the backdrop of the red. I think that looks pretty cool. You got Nick Cage beating the shit out of someone on the back of the box. It's pretty cool to look at. So those are my favorites so far.
Didn't they also do that for Streets of LA?
No, New York.
Oh,
New York City.
Oh yeah, right. New York. I was yeah.
Okay, that's the Japanese
Red.
one.
I don't like the Japanese one actually. It's kind of, I don't know, dull.
Well, yeah, I can kind of agree with that, kind of, because it's just the characters.
There's a lot less art in it. That's all I'm gonna say.
And the EU is like minimal, but you know that's not too bad actually. The way they got it set up.
The EU one, I actually kind of like it a little bit too because it's all like this black and red, and they actually have that as a reverse cover for the Evil Within in that sort of style. I think they also did a more minimalistic style for the Outbreak games where it was just the zombie hands sticking out. And for Outbreak File 2, they had it was the same cover, but it was a variation of it where it was like really foggy instead of just like red. Like the Western version.
Actually, Dom, have you seen the limited edition version of RE4?
Which
this one, I believe.
I have, but only online, never in person. I actually really like that one too.
I never seen this before either. Where did they sell it? I never seen it.
The EU.
I've only seen the GameStop version of this, the steelbook case, the limited edition case with the It was the one they sold at GameStop for the GameCube.
Yeah.
So that's my top 5 picks right there. So who is next?
Oh, I'll go.
Go ahead.
I don't have any. Yeah. I'm not. These aren't like in any particular order. These are just like 5 that I picked from. So number 1 is going to be Metal Gear Solid 3. Cover. It's one of the variations for it where
God damn you.
It's the Shinkawa and whatnot. I really like it. There's also the Subsistence version where Snake is doing the salute in front of the boss's grave.
I have this cover actually. It's the one from Essential Collection, right?
Yeah, that's the one I have too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
That is from Essential Collection. I can actually confirm that.
I have it. I'll show you a picture after the podcast.
Yeah.
Mr. Dom, you mean this one? Since we're getting the other alternate ones?
Yeah, that's the other one. I think that one looks really nice too.
Oh yeah, I had this one.
You know, the colors on it and whatnot. It's very very nice. They also did. It's not necessarily cover art, but they did have art for like the HD collection that you can see. But you know, obviously, it's not like the thing that takes up the most.
Oh, in the menu.
Yeah, in the menu, and then also just on the HD collection, it
just
has that small section.
There's a limited edition of Subsistence. Did you know that? Because I just
yes, it's red. It's red.
This one looks cooler actually.
I knew it.
That looks interesting.
Like they just like
Very
splashed
dark for
tomato.
Metal, even for Metal Gear. It's awfully dark looking.
It had another disc which showed off all the cutscenes in the game. So it had 3 discs as opposed to 2 this time around.
Interesting. Anyway, for my second pick, it's going to be it's going to be from my favorite Resident Evil game, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. I just pulled the GameCube version because it's the same thing as the PS1 cover, just a little bit bigger. I just like it because it just shows you what you're going to be like facing off throughout the entire game and what's going to be fucking you up for the most part. I don't know if they had any other like variations to the cover in Japan or anything like that, but
Doesn't seem to be.
Yeah, I just really like the cover. I just think it looks really nice.
Floss my teeth, nigga.
Good, man, this man has some pearly ass white teeth, okay? I wish I could have some nice white teeth like Mr. Nemesis over here, okay?
Nah, it's the same, Dom.
Yeah,
At least
okay,
they're being honest and knowing that you're gonna be fucked throughout the
Wait,
game.
there's one. There's one. There's one. Hold up.
There's another one actually. I remember it's showing Nemesis looking at Brad Vickers. Where was Nemesis?
Yeah, that's the Japanese version. Yeah.
There we go. I didn't know they gave it a subtitle.
Yeah, Last Escape.
Yeah, that's the Japanese title.
I kind of like Nemesis better. I don't know.
I think
Well,
Joe
both
of them
mentioned.
both subtitles are accurate. It's kind of like with Resident Evil in general. Like the title for the game, both in the U.S. and the West, makes sense, and also just the subtitle for 3 in particular makes sense because for Resident Evil 3, it's Jill's last escape as far as like regarding like anything happening in
Raccoon City.
Yeah, and Nemesis is this ugly motherfucker right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like Renegade.
Shut up.
Anyway, my next cover, since I actually like most of my covers I picked were from Capcom games that I like. Devil May Cry 3's cover art. I really like this cover art. It's just Dante standing up, looking like he's ready to kick some ass.
He's actually standing on top of a demon's head, right? You can't see
Yeah.
it. There's an extended box art of it, and he's actually standing on one of the Hell's heads.
Yeah, I know. I think there's also variations of not the cover, but just where Dante is standing and what's in the background and whatnot. But anyway, I just really like this cover. Really love Devil May Cry 3, and it's just very like cool looking. It looks badass.
Have you seen the special edition version, Dom?
There's some variations of it. Yeah,
This one?
seen the one. I've seen that one. That's actually the loading screen on the HD collection.
I like this one the most so far.
There's also what was there? There's also another one in the UK or in the EU where it's just Dante and Virgil just standing like in the main menu, with like a yellowish type of background. Nothing too special. But yeah, I like them for the most part. There's also the Japanese version where you see more of Virgil than Dante. But yeah, I like the covers for Devil May Cry 3. The next one that I really like is I prefer Onimusha 2 as a game, but I really fucking love Onimusha 3's cover. Like just seeing John Renault and Takeshi Kaneshiro, Takeshi being Samanosuke again for the second time, and John Renault being like a new character, and then you see like the Eiffel Tower in the background and demons flying there. It just looks interesting. Like I would fucking want to play this game. If I didn't know what Onimusha was, but I saw Jean Reno on the cover, I'd be like, I'm playing that fucking game. And I think there are some slight variation covers on this one as well, but nothing like too like major or anything like that. Usually they all show the Eiffel Tower, if I'm not mistaken. And then my last pick is the US version of the Yakuza 1 cover. I really like this cover because I just like the game, but I always just thought it was like very interesting. You know, you got like the background being like Kazuma's art, like the tattoo, and then it's just him standing and you see what his tattoo really is like in full. So I just always thought it was kind of like an interesting cover. Although I will say that the Japanese cover is probably on par, if not better, for me too, because it's just Kazuma kicking, and it's like him kicking the title. But overall, I would say, yeah, those are my top fives.
I guess I'll go next. So my number 5 would probably be like any of the box art for the Tales of games. I guess I'll just use Abyss as an example. They all have this kind of like watercolor, I guess. I think it's watercolor. It's watercolor style art, and I think that's fairly unique because not a lot of games really do that. So that's always interesting. So it kind of gives the game some of its own, I guess, personality and uniqueness. So that is something that could draw people into the game. It's kind of strange that I use Abyss though, because the U.S. version of Abyss actually doesn't look like this. This is actually the Japanese version. They did do this box art like this for the 3DS version though, for the U.S. Version for the 3DS, but they didn't do it for the PS2 version. PS2 version of the original PS2 version was actually okay. Like it just didn't wasn't in this art style.
Yeah, didn't it just rip like the anime cutscenes onto the title?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's good that the newer games actually use the watercolor ones instead of just ripping them from the cutscenes.
Yeah.
Like Berseria's looks really great in my opinion.
Yeah, I like Berseria, although it's also another case of it being very simple because it's just what was her name?
Velvet.
The face, Velvet. Yeah, it's just her face. But hold on. My next one would be the let's see. What's the okay? My next one would be the cover for Metal Gear Solid 3, specifically the subsistence version of the game, because it has the most like it's really the I like the colors for it and the artwork. So I know Dom already chose that one, but that one is my favorite and probably my favorite version of my favorite cover for 3. I do like the other covers, but I like this one the best because it really kind of represents the kind of what goes on in the game and the big like sort of twist and the shit that Snake goes through at the end of the game and kind of the turning point for a big boss in the Metal Gear series. I guess you would say. So I think that was a pretty good. That covers a pretty good representation of just pretty much the important stuff that goes down in the game and how it affects Big Boss. So next one would be actually, even though I don't really like the game too much, I really did like this cover art. It's the alternative cover art for Evil Within, the one where you can like turn it inside out.
Oh yeah, the reverse cover.
Yeah, I like that one too.
I like it because it looks like a movie poster sort of, and it's just like I like how it's done. Where I think it's Castellanos. He's kind of like contrasting with the trees in the background, and the trees are all dark while he's like the part of the red foreground, and it's very interesting. And then they have the tower in the background with all these like I guess ravens or crows flying around. So that was
the watchtower from the mansion.
Yeah, while I do also like the standard cover art for it, it's very disturbing and weird. I also like this one a lot too. I actually like it better because I just think it has a lot more personality than the just standard cover art for it. And
curious question. Yeah. I don't mean to interrupt, but which title do you prefer, Psycho Break or The Evil Within?
I didn't even know it had another title.
Yeah, that's a Japanese title.
What was it called? What does Psycho Break mean exactly?
The game itself, basically, you're crazy.
Oh,
yeah.
You're psycho. I don't know. I mean, I guess Evil Within. It's kind of like the Resident Evil thing. I mean, Evil Within could work as well.
Yeah, it's like with Resident Evil and Biohazard. They both relate to the game, so it's a matter of preference.
I would play devil's advocate and say that the residence only refers to the mansion when you get to a certain point in the Resident Evil series. It's not even taking places in houses anymore. And what the fuck?
Is that Brian?
I don't know.
Okay then, but yeah, I mean, I think for that situation, Biohazard makes a lot more sense considering the biological creatures around like Raccoon City and everywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only time Resonance would make sense is for the first game or Lost in Nightmares because you need residents, legit residents.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Psycho Break, I guess for that, Evil Within sounds a lot more cooler. I guess that's the point of some of these names too.
That's true. So the next one I have on here is the I think this was, hold on, was this the UK box art or okay, this was. So this was the UK box art for Fatal Frame 2 on the Wii. And Fatal Frame 2 on the Wii was only released on the Wii in the UK. And I actually really like this box art because it's very disturbing. It shows like the like undead shrine maiden that kind of chases you off and on in Fatal Frame 2, and she's like standing around all these dead bodies, and it's just this really fucking disturbing artwork. And I kind of wish they would have had that for the PS2 game.
Is that Dom's wife?
No.
Yeah, but for the
No,
most
James is not a spider.
Yeah, but for the most
Hell
part,
no.
Fatal Frame 2 on Wii and PS2 are two completely different games.
Yeah, that's
You might as
also
well
an
just call it a
interesting thing to
remake.
mention. The Wii version wasn't actually just like a straight port. It was
It's a remake.
the gameplay was very different. It wasn't the same. Instead of having like the overhead kind of or the camera angles, the PS2 version had, it had like the over-the-shoulder kind of camera perspective,
So RE4.
something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it was built from the ground up for specifically for the Wii.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame it never got a US release. I would have liked to have played that version because it wasn't exactly like a straight up port of the game. So it's kind of a
Well,
shame.
Dolphin
And it's also a shame because even if you want to import it, it's very expensive to import, and it's also very rare. So
Yeah.
good luck finding a copy.
I mean, use a Dolphin emulator. You know.
Or Homebrew. Homebrew
Yeah,
was
you could-
different.
You could do that too. Let me see. Was it okay? So last but certainly not least, I didn't really have a specific like order from greatest to least. I was doing this by the way, but this is the cover art for Kingdom Hearts Final Mix on the PS2 for Japan. And while I do really like the cover art for the original American version of the game, I also really like this one because it's also done in kind of like I was mentioning before with the Tales games. This is also kind of done in sort of a unique kind of art style where it's sort of like a not like watercolor, but it's like kind of this sort of like sketch looking thing, I guess is the best way to describe it. But it's a very unique art style, so I really like it. It has its own unique kind of personality to it, like the Tales covers do. So that's kind of what I like it, and I also like that it shows each of the characters. The US version did too, but here you can kind of just they're not all like dark like they are in the US version of the cover art, so you can like see all of them. And it's I also like how Riku has the he has the angel wings or whatever. It's kind of, I guess, a symbolism, I suppose, with his character. It's kind of like I guess it's supposed to be like he's some sort of dark angel or some Sephiroth, like, yeah, pretty much. But I don't know. I like this one the best, to be honest. They have another variant of this cover, I think, for the Final Mix version in Japan, but I like this one better.
Hey,
And that's pretty much all of it.
All right, Brandon, your turn.
yay! All right, well, number one. Hold on, give me a sec. This should be, and that's not a surprise though, but Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition. This is hands down my favorite box art for any Devil May Cry game because it actually has all the playable characters on one picture. You don't see that often for any Devil May Cry game. For number two, it's gonna be the Tekken Tag Tournament box art, North American region. One side has Jin and Heihachi, the other has Nina and Anna Williams. And I just love the art style for it, especially for Nina and Anna.
Yeah, wasn't this reversible?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a shame that not many games today have reversible art covers.
Well, that
Yeah.
takes
They mostly just get
time.
lazy and just put in the instructions, which
Sony
just makes
had-
it look ugly.
Sony had a lot of them in the PS2 era. A lot. But continue,
Yep.
Brendan.
Number 3 would be Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, just for obvious reasons.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
because Akuma's on it.
No, not just that though, just the whole style of the art. You have one side, you have Ryu, Chun-Li. Well, if you see the full wallpaper, you get the context of it. But you have Ryu, Oni, Chun-Li, and that faggot down there.
Yeah.
The other side, you have Evil Ryu, and yeah, Akuma, Ibuki, and the other faggot down there.
And the other faggot down there.
In a way.
Akuma's about to hand him a flaming burger.
Now, Dom, I'm gonna tell you now, do not get a heart attack. But my 4th pick is Onimusha Dono Dream.
Fuck that game.
It's this box hardcover. I actually do legit like this one. Yeah, come on, Don. Even you gotta admit, this is a nice box.
Actually, I like it too, even though the game is a piece of shit.
Looks shit.
No, shut up.
Oh my god.
Actually, Dom, not to betray you, but I think it looks good, even though the game is a piece of shit.
That's fine. You can like it. I think it looks like shit. Everything about that game is shit. Ono should have never touched anything relating to Onimusha.
You heard him, Capcom, fire him.
Yeah,
Get on that.
Here comes the broken blood vessel.
You're fired.
Alright, so moving on, Brendan.
Number 4, right?
Yeah.
It would be, the best Resident Evil 4 cover, and the generic blue one Renegade had.
Shut up.
Actually, that one's pretty good too.
It's
Is that
good.
the chainsaw guy?
Yes, it is.
I like blue. Fuck
Mr.
you.
Salvador, how's it going?
Blue Master Race.
Mr. Renegade.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
I like red, so I like this one slightly more.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, so for number 5, it's a toss-up, so I just make it as a tie between Ninja Gaiden 2 and Sigma 2 box art, and Ninja Gaiden 3 vanilla box art.
I like the 360 version better.
The one thing that compels me for the PS3 version is the design, everything. Have Ryu guys eye looking at you, then you have the whole Fuji mountain in the background. I really like that.
I always like that level, the sword graveyard. No! Not
Yeah,
3,
it's
no.
some nice box art though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh.
Ninja Gaiden 3 can get out.
Oh.
I mean, Ryu's outfit looks great, but that game is a piece of shit.
Oh man, vanilla.
Vanilla.
Well, now, last but not least, Mr. Faggot, Mr. Reapers.
The
Man, I
loser.
don't know why the fuck you idiots are presenting me like that, but that needs to stop today.
Nah.
Nah.
Anyways,
Well, since you asked so nicely.
we're doing this from what, 1 to 5, not 5 to 1.
Any order you want.
Yeah, you choose.
All right, I'm gonna start from 5 to 1. Then my number 5 will have to be KOF 11. It's gonna be a lot of fighting game boxes. This game box is fucking awesome. It has all the good characters in the front. Yori at the bottom there, I don't know why. But fucking Ash Crimson up top needs to go away. That's the only issue I have.
Yes,
with
he
that.
does. Fuck Ash Crimson.
Yeah, rest in peace.
They never brought him back, right? He's gone.
No.
He's erased
Thank
from
God.
existence. Number 4 would have to be. Oh shoot, no, not this one. Hold on, let me get.
What
this
the
one out of
fuck?
way.
You see this? You guys see this?
Yes.
Harambe Kong
He did that on
64.
purpose. He did that on purpose.
Really, Reapers. Really?
That was in there. Hold on, I didn't know it was in there. Number 4 would have to be this gem. Third Strike. Street Fighter 2.
No, this
Oh,
is number
my
3.
nigga Remy on the front. And there's
That's right.
Alex. And there's... Okay, yes, this is great. All the best characters are on the bottom.
All the warriors in this box. This is the best Street Fighter game in my opinion. The best characters are in there. Alex is there. Moving on to number 3 would have to be this gem. This awesome fucking Capcom vs SNK. Just 2 of the best fucking main characters in fighting game history going.
What? Not even CVS 2?
Well, CVS 2 I liked it, but that's more everybody uses CVS 2.
This is the best cover.
I really enjoyed this because when you found out that Capcom vs SNK was a thing in real life, Everybody flipped their shit. They didn't believe it. I didn't believe it. So number 3. Or was that 3?
That was 3, yeah.
So I'm on
No,
2.
no. I posted number 3.
I'm on 2.
You're on number 4, Reapers.
No, I'm going down.
Oh, whatever. You're on fucking the
I'm on
4th to
2.
last one. There you go.
I'm on 2. Hold on. I'm
Do it.
put this
The
one in there.
penultimate.
Wait, no, that's not the one I wanted.
What
to
the Yo, we have some
God
weeb shit
damn it,
on the
Reapers.
podcast. Someone, cut that out. Cut the tape.
That fucking
Ban,
All right, no,
ban
not
him.
Christ.
Ban him.
Isn't
It's gonna
that Street Fighter 4 as well?
No,
This-
I think that's
yes.
Third Strike.
This is my
Third Strike
favorite.
Online Edition.
Oh no, it is Third Strike. You're right. My bad.
Yeah.
Whoops.
This is my favorite SMT Nocturne box
It's
cover.
missing the feature for Dante symbol.
No, it's not.
James,
But-
look it up.
Yeah, I'll go get the good one.
The front and back is amazing. Got all the demons that you can flirt with. They're all trying to attack you, and then the left side on the back of the box, it just shows Demi killing everybody with his bare hands, which is fucking awesome. I'll let James put the other one.
Got it.
Hold on. Is it? Let me see which one you found.
Lucifer's Call.
Yes, that one looks hype.
Yeah, and I believe Europe, it's referred to as Lucifer's Call instead of Nocturne.
I guess you could. Yeah, definitely consider that alternate. There's actually another alternate of this. I don't know like what. Oh no, it is the Japanese version. This one.
Yeah, that one's the. Oh well, we have that in America too.
That's the North American one.
Yeah, that's
Well,
one I
it
have.
also apparently is Jap. Oh no, this is the Japanese version aside from the kanji on top because this one's in red. The other one isn't.
Mm-hmm.
That one looks cool too.
All right. And the last one is a game that I already talked about, but the cover for this one is just fucking amazing. And you guys both probably know why. This cover is fucking sick.
You mean because Alex is getting bodied?
No, because Alex is dodging that shit and is gonna come right back with the flash.
No.
Flash
And
shot.
Ryu bited him in Street Fighter 3 storyline.
Yeah,
So
In
yeah.
every storyline for fucking Alex, he always gets beat by Ryu, but one day.
What is this? Oh my god. This dude just died in orgasm.
Is that
he
from
died
Green?
from an amazing
It might
blowjob.
be.
What the fuck?
I don't know these guys. I'm just a co-worker.
I'm just a coworker.
You guys are
Go
dumb.
back to stacking boxes, bitch.
See that guy? It was too good. That's why I made that face.
Well, that's the end of my top 5.
All right, then I think that's everyone. So
Wait, I got one more to show. But give me a second.
it's gonna be a joke box. I
Well,
know
we're gonna
it.
have to consider this either honorable mentions or a joke. Yeah.
Oh.
That is Renegade's grandpa.
Like, you better give my money, bitch. I'll choke you. Oh, my God.
1-800 Chocohole.
Let me see.
What is this?
Oh,
Get out, Brandon.
MLG JoJo. Okay, the best box.
Return Dante.
All right, so I think it's time for the outro. So, Mr. Chaos, where can we find you?
You can find me on both YouTube and Twitter at Cats and Chaos. I just recently uploaded a video of Mafia 3 and how it was a disappointing fucking failure of a game. So if you weren't willing to check that out, I would definitely recommend it.
Mr. Reapers.
You can find me on YouTube, Twitch, and on Twitter at Reapers240, where I'm looking at hentai stuff. Posts that aren't supposed to be seen by children, and also retarded Nintendo stuff that I don't approve of. That's pretty much it.
Okay, so moving on to the next person over here, Mr. Devil Hunter James. Where can we find you?
So,
You could find me in Brandon's crew as, Buccaneer James today.
going towards One Piece today.
I don't know.
You can find me on Twitter at DevHunterJames.
It seems like everyone turned extra faggot, so we're moving on to Mr. Brendan.
Alright, mateys, you can find me on Twitter, clowning your wife and pounding your groceries.
This man.
Pounding the groceries.
This
How-
man is trying to be like, what's his face, Tyrone, where he would go up and be like, "Hi, my name's Tyrone, and I'm here to fuck your wife."
Long
No.
hairstyle.
Hello, my name is Brandon. And I'm here to fuck your wife, asshole. There. Okay, but
That is on tape.
Just
Great, good job.
okay.
Well, this show's not for
Twitter,
the kiddies, so.
Twitter, YouTube, Arcade Magic 514.
All right, so that was an entertaining outro. So next we have Drill Bit. Where can we find you, buddy?
Well, you can find me on Twitter as Drillvid777. I don't really use my YouTube that much, so maybe next time I'll plug it in.
Okay, cool. So, Mr. Yu Kirby?
You can find me on Twitter at DarkChaosXX, Twitch at ukirby.tv, which I might be able to stream next week, hopefully, depending on my schedule.
Okay. So, next up we have our backup recorder, Mr. Kaneki.
You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube under the same name, Google Order. And that's it.
Alrighty.
What a fault.
And you can find me on Twitter at RenOperative_, where
Wait,
I
you
will
for-
be... What?
You never had me go through outros.
Oh,
Damn.
really
Dom,
good.
you're too Japanese to go through an outro, so...
Dang.
No, I'm
With the
kidding.
Japanese Polish man?
Just give us your club playing win account.
No. Okay, well,
Give me your
first of all,
password.
before I do the outro, I just want to say honorable mention cover to the Dark Souls 3 alternate cover that you can print out. I really like that one too. I completely forgot that even existed. This one right here. It's all based off of a joke trailer that they made, but people apparently really like that trailer, so they made a cover off of it. But you just have to print it with like semi-gloss paper. But anyways, you guys can find me over on YouTube as biodevil_Dom, and then on Twitter as biodevil_Dom, and then on Twitch as Dom241996. Biodevil's podcast is going to come soon. I just have to re-render it because Sony Vegas decided to cuck me and just be like, no, we're going to make lots of loud beeping sounds in the audio. So I got to re-render it.
It cut you.
Alright, Ren, give us your furry account.
No, I'll be slapping the ass of your wife and telling her she can have my pubic hair.
What the?
Here first, listeners.
And this podcast is ruined. Thanks, Ryan.
Be careful, man. She might rip it off.
Nasty.
But alright, I'm going to do my outro. You can find me at Twitter at RenOperative_. You can find me on YouTube at Renegade Operative. I just uploaded some stuff about Def Jam, rappers fighting against each other. You can punch
BT
Snoop.
games.
You can punch Snoop Dogg in the face, so check it
It's
out.
Spiteful New York, guys. Just for you to know.
I don't hate it. It's a great game. Go
you
check
can
it out.
And you can push Machete into the path of a train.
Yes, you can. It's absolutely great. So
The question is, can you 420 blaze it with Snoop Dogg and Danny Trejo? That's the real question.
after you throw them out of a window. So this is the TCP signing off. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this podcast. This weird and funny night. Adios and see you later.
Get high. Don't do
Play Duck
skull.
Dynasty Warriors.
Go.
Plunder your groceries.
Here's Flop.